guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be looking at the FedNow system that was just released, breaking down some of the pros and cons, and I'm going to give you my insight on that from a financial perspective because it is a application that the federal government came up with that is very similar to what people are using today when they use Venmo, when they use Cash App, things of that nature. But the FedNow system is 24/7 in real time, which to me is a little bit concerning, which again, we're going to kind of get into because when I look at Venmo, when I look at Cash App, when I look at PayPal, I see an incredible amount of fraud working in the financial industry from those sources. So again, the FedNow system, with it being instantaneous, where's it going to come with fraud? So let's go ahead and break this down. So the FedNow system is the first US government created in-backed portal, allowing banks to send and receive funds instantaneously. Now, this is kind of a little bit of a difference because unlike Venmo, Cash App, and a couple other money transfers that instantly send money between app accounts, but the money received from the actual bank, whether it be a check, direct deposit, or payment, could be a couple days before you get it. So if you're in Venmo and if you're in Cash App and you actually go to get the money into the financial institution, it doesn't happen instantaneously. With the FedNow system, that is what they're going to do. With FedNow, you can make payments, say on your mortgage, within seconds to financial institutions. You can send money due on a due date rather than having to spend several days to plan. Because again, this system is going to be instantaneous. The moment that you want to send the money, you can send the money. The money is going to be withdrawn from your account, and the money is also going to be credited to what you are paying, again, instantaneously. Now, the big question, will FedNow replace cash? Right now, the Federal Reserve is saying no, and that could even be kind of in conjunction with they don't want to see the run on monetary. They don't want to see the run on banks. Will it replace the dollar? The Federal Reserve themselves are saying no. Will it replace a digital currency? Again, right now the Federal Reserve is saying no, but it is going to be and have the ability to transfer online in a blink of an eye, even between financial institutions. Now, there's been a lot of claims in different places that it is going to replace, again, the US dollar, the physical dollar. But it's interesting because in conjunction with the FedNow system, we know that they are coming out with the CBDC, the central banking digital currency, is going to be released a couple years, which makes it super convenient because with the Federal Reserve being on the FedNow system, everything happening in an instant, then the release of the digital currency, it could be a point where, again, kind of the claims the Fed is saying is false at this point, which again, it is just a moment in time until they do get that the central bank digital currency actually up and running. That brings us to the point of the central digital currency, the CBDC, as they call it, the central bank digital currency. Now, as of right now, guys, there are a lot of countries that are on a digital currency. The Bahamas, China, India, Nigeria have launched that digital currency. In addition, there are over 100 other countries worldwide that are exploring and getting ready to launch digital currencies. Now, again, it seems like the Fed now is not creating a digital currency, but when the digital currency is released or when digital currency for the United States goes live, I can see how it could coincide and how it could work in perfect harmony with the FedNow system that they're rolling out. Does the FedNow replace Venmo, Cash App? The Fed has made it clear that FedNow is not intended to replace or kill Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, all of those that actually do the monetary financial transactions. However, the FedNow system is much cheaper, which might drive a lot more people to the FedNow system. Now, in addition, they're saying it is not intended to disrupt any of those businesses, but rather it is meant to work alongside those businesses, which again, when it comes down to the fee, when it comes to the instantaneous transfers, when you look at Venmo, Cash App, and a lot of the other ones, if the money is not going through instantly, but FedNow can have it go instantly, and FedNow can also do it at a cheaper rate. It is really a game changer, guys. There are thousands of banks, including JP Morgan Chase, that are already using the FedNow's current system, which means that the article states 35 banks as well as 16 payment processors that are in the soft launch for the FedNow system, which means your financial institution could already be on FedNow, could already be on the real-time payment system, and you wouldn't even know it. You might go ahead and make your payment. It goes through like normal. You don't even know exactly the other end of this and what is going on. So how will FedNow work? This is one of the big parts, guys. In technical terms, it's a clearing service for financial institutions. Before the FedNow system, we actually relied on ACH, which was the automated clearinghouse. Sending over files, a lot of that did take time. And that is going to be one of the biggest differences that I do want to point out now is with the FedNow system, guys. It says there are over 10,000 financial institutions that are already there. They will not be forced to join the program program or join the FedNow system. However, a majority of people will, again, for that instantaneous nature. If they want to get a payment and a client makes a payment, if a customer makes a payment, whatever it may be, guys, the payment is going to be there instantaneous. The money is going to be there. Now, financial institutions participating in the FedNow can opt into other services. So the FedNow is just not a one and done case of these financial services. They do have quite a bit of when it comes to a bunch of other things. Now, will FedNow dominate the global payment system? Not anytime soon. And that is what the Forbes article really looks at. Well, the FedNow will have an impact on global payment systems worldwide, which again is going to be kind of interesting. The Fed participating institutions must opt in and then bring their own systems in line with FedNow to go ahead and use it. But in my opinion, guys, and again, working in the financial institution, I don't see really very many financial institutions that are not going to transition to this FedNow system for the simple fact that if you are a lending organization, you want to get paid as soon as possible. You don't want a 1, 2, 3 day delay on any of your payments. In addition, guys, this is really the scary part, is if people are removing money from a financial institution. When we look at SVB, when we look at some of the banks that failed because there was an absorbent amount of money taken out in a very short amount of time, the FedNow payment system is and always will be 24/7, guys. So even though a financial institution is closed, this could be a really big deterrent where if a lot of money is going out when the financial institution is closed, because it is similar to, let's say, a cryptocurrency market, just from a timing perspective. Doesn't have anything to do with the blockchain, doesn't have anything to do with cryptocurrencies or digital currencies, but it runs 24/7 where traditional financial institutions do not run 24/7. They have processing times when things are happening and things are going through. The FedNow system, again, is going to be something that is running 24/7. So it could be a little bit scary for banks and financial institutions because it is going to be running. In addition, guys, it's, in my opinion, again, when I think big picture, 5, 10, 15, even 20 years down the road, is the FedNow system going to be one of the biggest systems that we see? Of course, it is the federal government. It is one of the largest entities in the world that can do things effectively, that can do things efficiently. Hopefully, we have not seen much of the efficiency piece in the past, but overall making the banking system and the financial industry much, much easier. Now, the question remains, and this is my big point, guys, is what is going to happen in cases of fraud? Again, when I look at Venmo, when I look at PayPal, when I look at Cash App, when I see the ACHs, the instant transfers, things like that from those applications, those transfer apps, those Cash Apps, we do see an incredible amount of fraud. So this article specifically does not get into what is going to happen in that case. If the financial institutions are going to be liable for it, how is the Fed going to recover stolen funds in that case? It's going to be interesting. And I believe as this rolls out, as we see more people using it, we're going to get a lot more details and really break down what that is going to mean. All right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the FedNow system. Wanted to break it down and really see what it is and how it's going to affect you. For a majority of people, guys, this is not going to make a difference. If you're using the FedNow system, you're sending money, you're receiving money just like you normally do. But remember, the federal government with the FedNow system can track it. There is going to be accountability. There's going to be tracking purposes within here. So take that with a grain of salt. But again, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.